This is Joy Paris of RICHGIRL Network.tv, and we're at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood for the Quebec in Hollywood Film Festival. It's going to be a great night, so stay tuned so you can get all the celebrity interviews, and you're watching RICHGIRL Network.tv.
This is Chin THAMMASAENGSRI inside of Grauman's Egyptian Theater in Hollywood. As Ken Scott and Andre Rouleau continue to entertain questions from the audience, I think it makes sense to mention that for many years, in Hollywood there has been the discussion of runaway production taking place. This concept is basically when production companies who normally shoot in Hollywood head off to different places, including Canada. There are certain tax breaks, non-union filming, and easier permit applications that are offered in other places. The Quebec in Hollywood Film Festival is exactly the reverse. It's Canadian filmmakers and their films coming to Hollywood. Let's listen in to Ken Scott.
When you show up in the morning to shoot, for a day's shoot, you never know what's going to happen, and you know what you're going to need to, what you're dealing with to get the performance that you need to tell the story.
Let's go back out to the red carpet and Joy Paris, who is still talking to tonight's stars. Joy?
Tell everybody who you are. Of course, she pitched you, but tell us again.
Well, I'm an actor from Canada who moved here years back, and I'm mainly doing jobs in Europe. I just finished a film in Prague with Ashley Judd for ABC, and I was in The Tudors last year. I do that kind of stuff.
Look how humble he is. He says, I do that kind of stuff here and there. So we can look forward to see your upcoming film. When is that going to be out?
The new series opens in January. It's a mid-season replacement for ABC.
Okay. All right. Well, tell everybody again your name so we have it to be sure.
LOTHAIRE, BLUTEAU, and very nice to meet you.
And thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you.
Welcome back inside of the theater. Ken Scott and Andre Rouleau are on a roll. They appear to really enjoy interacting with the audience who have gathered here to see their film, Starbuck. Tonight's presentation, Starbuck, focuses on the life of a carefree slacker who has to grow up when he learns his police officer girlfriend is pregnant with their first child. While he's on a quest to change his life, another event occurs. He learns that he is the biological father of over 500 children who were conceived from sperm he sold to a local fertility clinic. A fraction of these children have filed a class action lawsuit to find out the identity of the father, only known as Starbuck. Our carefree slacker gets a lesson in love, life, and what it means to be a man and a father when he connects with several of his unknowing children.
So yes, I'm very happy. Each time I get to watch the movie, I'm just like, this is the music I wanted up there.
We were looking for a special song for the barbecue, and then we couldn't afford, and we couldn't close the deal. So our wonderful composer, David Laflèche, come up with that idea of calling a friend of his, and we did that at the very end of the process, and within a week, Caracol wrote this beautiful song within the barbecue, and I think it works perfectly in the movie.
It actually took, like a day where I had the music during the barbecue that I loved. I loved the music, and finally we didn't get the rights.
You're a man, aren't you?
I'm interested in you. What can I do for you?
Oh, and he's got muscle. Ooh. Daniel, you work out.
Sometimes I do. How about you?
I try.
Yes, we try.
Okay, thank you. So tell everybody who you are, my love.
Excuse me?
Tell us who you are.
I'm the director of the movie Funky Town.
Oh, yes, they've been talking about that. So tell me, we don't want to give it all away, but tell us a little bit about what Funky Town is all about.
It's a film about the disco years in Montreal, so mid-70s. It's all based on, I would say, 1,001 true stories that happened in the city. The city was really crazy about the disco music.
Quebec?
Yes. Many American stars came in Montreal to test their songs in the clubs.
Really?
First clubs in North America were opened in
Quebec.
Montreal. I have to tell you, 1973, first club in North America, the Disco Club, was the Limelight.
Saturday Night Live sort of concept. Like Saturday Night Live, right? I mean,
Saturday
you know
Night
the whole,
Fever.
yeah, Saturday Night Fever. That's right.
Because
Saturday
it's
Night
not a
Fever,
comedy.
Right. But I
It's-
mean, you're talking about that whole era of disco.
Yes, so it's a little bit of a rise and fall. Obviously, the disco years didn't last that long, but many people jumped in it, and many people paid the price. So we have both. We have both stories in the movie.
All right. Okay. Well, you heard that Funky Town with this wonderful, handsome Quebec director. So I'm gonna come see it.
Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you.
Happy to see you.
Thank you with the muscles.
Yeah. Because for those of you in the back who couldn't hear, the question was about the actor who played Raphael and whether he was really disabled.
No, he's an actor. He's a great actor. And he came. He auditioned for the role, and I brought him in like a couple of times to really make sure that he had it and he worked at it, and then he just kept on going. And just a side note there is that's not the first time we get that question. And actually, my editor, you know, and the editor, he gets all the material, he gets every take, and he asked me the question. So that's how dead on this guy was each time.
Not that bad. Oh, I like this jacket, by the way. Very stylish. So, tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Sebastien Pilote. I am the director and the writer of a film called The Salesman.
Okay.
The film is here in Sunday,
All right.
Sunday night. I already showed the film at Sundance and here in Los Angeles Film Festival.
Okay. How was the response at Sundance to the film?
Great. We had a great response, and I was very happy. It was my first time.
Okay.
It was my first time in a film festival in the USA. So I was more. Forget it.
So, real quick, a little bit about what the film's about. I know you can't tell. I would want to give it all away, but just a little taste of what it might be.
It's about an old car salesman in a little town where a plant is going to be closed. And it's about a film about a man who is not able to stop to work.
So tell me, the film is The Salesman.
The salesman.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The score was made by a musician that's called David Laflèche, and it's actually his first movie, and he did such a great job.
Well, this is our last time coming into the theater. After the Q&A session concludes, everyone will meet up at the after-party being held in the courtyard. We hope you've enjoyed our look inside of the theater. We'll see you at the after-party, but until then, let's throw it back one more time outside to Joy Paris on the red carpet.
Good, nice to meet you.
I heard you had a fun show last night.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I didn't get to see it
No, so how would you know it was fun?
because they told me.
Oh, but you still don't know, officially. But that's cool.
So tell
yeah, I had a
everybody
good
who
time.
you are and what you do.
I am Daniel TIRADO. I'm a comedian originally from Montreal. I currently live in New York City, and I just came to the Comedy Store to perform with Sugar Sammy.
Oh, well, you know, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
So I'm from New York. And when you do jokes, do you do a lot about New York people at all or no?
Yeah, I try to bring a little bit of New York flavor that you get there and try to, incorporate in the act. Absolutely. Yeah.
So what's your best performance you've ever done? Like really that you've enjoyed, like top of the line. If you had to go like from 10 to 1.
I have so many. I
pick
couldn't
the best
tell.
two, the top two.
I don't know. I've had every show is fun. Every people come out all the time, and I always try to have fun. Or else I wouldn't be doing this as a job.
And it's
You know what I
hard.
mean? It is, but
But you love it.
it's kind of a job that you love to do. So
Right.
I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. I'm looking for a job that is not work. You know what I mean?
like that.
So it was fun.
So how do we find you?
You can find me on my website, www.danieltirado.com, Facebook me, MySpace, Twitter, at tornadotirado. There's no .com on Twitter. Yeah, Tornado Tirado.
I'll Facebook you.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to Facebook him. And then when I see you again, I'll say, I actually did see you and
Yes.
you were funny.
And I actually
not what somebody else said.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thanks a lot. Have a good.
Thank you. We want sugar with joy.
All right. Sugar with joy. I like that.
Yoo-hoo.
Sugar always leads to joy, doesn't it?
Does it?
It does. Doesn't
Well,
my
it does now.
It does in my business.
So tell everybody who you are. You look wonderful tonight, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. I'm a comedian, Sugar Sammy, from Montreal, Canada. And here as part of the festival, Quebec and Hollywood, I performed at the Comedy Store yesterday. It was part of, it was a big show that was part of the festival in their comedy department, because they have a few. They have film, they have comedy, they have La Cirque du Soleil. So I was a comedy guy. It was fun.
I like it. So where can we see you? Have anything coming up that we can check?
Yeah, a few things. I mean, you can go on my website, sugarsammy.com. I have dates all over the U.S., all over the world.
Nice.
I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Washington, D.C. I'm headlining the Improv in both of those cities. I'm going to Haiti. I'm doing a benefit show there on 22nd of December. I'm doing Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai. So
What, do you have time to do anything? Do you have, like, rest?
I don't have rest, but I have time to hang out with Joy, my girl.
Sugar and Joy.
My girl.
Hey, give you a shout out to RICHGIRLNetwork.tv for me. RICHGIRLNetwork.tv.
What's up, RICHGIRLNetwork.tv? This is Sugar Sammy.
I like it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sugar Sammy. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, it must be vintage something.
We're all about fashion here, you know. So
yeah.
tell everybody who you are and how are you involved in tonight's
I'm a
event.
film producer from Quebec, so that's why I'm involved here tonight. I did a film called Sense of Humor that is presented in this series tomorrow night. And I do films, done quite a few. Maybe one you've heard of, the Barbarian Invasions that won an Oscar.
Yes. Oh, you did that. All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Excellent.
So it's fun to be back.
Okay, good. So you commute back and forth between Canada and Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah.
So tell everybody what are one of the best features about coming to Quebec? What's exciting about that for us? I've never been, so.
Oh, the snow. I mean, no, there's Quebecers are very welcoming people. The culture is very, very strong. There's some wonderful artists, and I mean, you could see it, like, for example, in Vegas. It's full of Quebecers, whether it's Le Cirque du Soleil or Céline Dion, or there's a lot of great artists, and also here, James Cameron is a Quebecer. Dan Aykroyd is actually not quite a Quebecer; he's Ontario, but still, we like he played in one of our films. But you have a great community of Quebecers here. Yeah.
Well, you heard that, a lot of Quebecers here in Hollywood, so I'm excited to meet you, and I can't wait to see some of your projects.
Well, come and see us in Quebec. I think you will enjoy it, and you could come back and tell all your audience how Quebec is wonderful.
I'm going to Quebec. I'm going to check it out.
And I'm taking her out in Quebec, and we're going to go.
And I'm going. We're going to go party. Yes, I'm going to take you up on that.
Yes,
seriously. Thank you so much.
We are outside of the theater at the Afterparty, which is being hosted by the Quebec and Hollywood Film Festival and American Cinematheque. Well, there's Joy PARRIS, who's finished her yeoman's work on the red carpet. She's going to join the rest of the attendees and filmmakers and enjoy the foods and drinks being served here. If you look just above the courtyard, you'll find a DJ spinning tunes to get the crowd below into a festive mood. The Quebec and Hollywood Film Festival covered 3 weeks, with tonight's event being just one part of its overall tapestry. I'm Chin THAMMASAENGSRI, and it's been a pleasure to be with you tonight at the Quebec and Hollywood Film Festival. Until next time, have a good night.
This is Joy PARRIS at RICHGIRLNetwork.tv. It's been a great night at the Egyptian Theater. I had a wonderful time, met all these amazing celebrities, everybody from Canada that came to see the film screening. So it's been fun, and you know where to keep looking at. Always stay tuned, and you're going to catch more of Joy PARRIS and all our great, great, great events. RICHGIRLNetwork.tv.